Hey guys, we're at Canberra Repertory tonight seeing The Governor's Family, and I'm here with Peter and Jack. Fabulous show, guys. It's a really, really intriguing piece, this one, I found. So there's so many different angles on this. There's family angles, there's class, there's how we treated our Indigenous people. So many interesting things. Jack, can you just tell me a bit about your character first and what his motivation in all of this was?
Sure. So the play largely revolves around a legal case based off of an actual historical case called the Mount Rennie case that took place in Sydney, where a group of men sexually assaulted an Aboriginal girl, and they were eventually hanged for it. In the play, my character is Tammy Lee McKenzie. I work for the Bulletin as a printer, dispatch officer, and my brothers were part of the group of men who committed this sexual assault. And so my kind of motivation in the play is to make sure that they're not executed for this crime.
And Peter, your character, who's both the head of the family and the governor of New South Wales, he's got a lot of conflicts in all of this, doesn't he?
Yes, he's very messed up. So he brings home this young woman, Frances Pod, who's been brutally assaulted. And the family are quite suspicious as to why on earth he would bring her home. So that's the interesting question which sort of drives the narrative forward. And it's to do with guilt and redemption, both on a personal and on a political level. I think that's what drives him. There's a great line by my son in the play who says, "Guilt is the horse that pulls his chariot."
Carriage.
Carriage, yeah. Guilt is the horse that pulls his carriage, and yes, he's very much motivated by guilt and desire for forgiveness. Yes. And he has a lot to be forgiven for.
Yeah, well, it's an interesting thing because we all make mistakes in life. We all have our challenges.
Oh, yes, but
he's got all.
His are on an entirely different level to anything we can imagine. Which always interests me, that idea of, is it possible to redeem yourself for terrible things you've done?
Is anyone beyond redemption?
Yes.
Yeah, and how far should forgiveness go? Because this is a big part of this. Yeah. Even though the boys have done a terrible thing, are we going to destroy their entire future? And then what's going to happen to society? How are they going to respond?
Absolutely, yeah. It's very. What I was really impressed by was how the characters are very much products of their times in a way that today we would kind of see as racist or sexist or whatever by today's standards. However, I think everyone still comes across as quite, sympathetic in their own kind of messed up, screwed up way.
Completely messed up. But still, I think we've all tried to make them
likable and
as likable as we can.
Yeah,
if you make
in
a
isolation.
character just completely hateful, it's boring.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whereas
absolutely.
I think even though my character really is appalling, I think we've tried to give them all a certain depth and nuance and make them more interesting.
I think it's fair to say we all like our characters.
I think so.
Yeah, well, I found that myself. I found I was sympathising with everyone, and I was really intrigued to see which way the play would go because I was torn between what should happen, what would I like to happen in that situation.
Yeah.
And did it achieve what you wanted, or?
Bernie and I were talking just at the end of this, and I don't think we're sure. It's one of these ones where we're going to go away and think about.
Yeah, which is fantastic.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
And that's what I actually really like in shows sometimes, where the show travels with you beyond just the performance that you've seen on stage.
So if people are still talking about it when they walk out of the theatre, then that's a great. Yeah,
absolutely.
That's great for us. Yeah. We know we've done something.
It's not light viewing. It's not 0-calorie content, but it's I think. My partner's seen it twice now, and on the second viewing, she was like, I kind of get it a lot more. I see every character's unique perspective now, and she still talks about it with me. So really, there's a lot of food for thought in there.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for joining me tonight. And so the Governor's Family, when's it playing to?
Until the 17th.
17th, so next Saturday, 7th of July. Get down and see. It's quite an intriguing piece. I was quite mesmerised throughout it. So thank you once again, guys. And we will see you all again next time. Bye for now.
Goodbye.
Bye now.